Alright, hey guys. We're here doing another airsoft video today. I'm by no means, your next YouTuber trying to take over the world on showing modifications or anything like that. I'm by no means, a disclaimer, I'm not by no means an airsoft mechanic, airsoft technician, airsoft, what do you want to call it? Professional in any way, expert in any way. I'm simply a guy who can use common sense in an intelligent way and try to figure something out. And I don't see anybody doing this at all on YouTube, and I need to do it out of necessity. What we're going to do here is a CO2 to green gas conversion. Pistol conversion. Because I desperately want to run this. Okay? But I only have the one Glock airsoft pistol, and it's a CO2. And I hate CO2. Changing out the cartridges and all that crap infield sucks. So I'm just not trying to do it. I do CQP. I do indoor shit. So it's not like I'm in the woods and have time to do all that shit. So so yes, that's what we're gonna do. So disclaimer: I'm no professional. I'm simply a guy that does this on his own. I'm here to help the next person out that may want to do this. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I am in no way responsible for any damages you do to your projects. Okay? Alright, with that being said, what I have here is I have your Aps Acp Action Combat Glock Airsoft pistol, gas blowback pistol, with now this is a real steel CAA runny G2 conversion kit. Now, I've done my homework. It is legal to purchase and own until you put a firearm in it. Then you must get licenses, which I'm not doing. It's all you being used for airsoft, it's all a moot point anyway. But just for those out there that might have something to say about it, it is legal to own it without a firearm. So, but it is a little different. Tolerances are a little different. Things are a little tighter. So you got to do some modifications to the conversion kit itself to use it. Like I had to do some head drag right here. So I had to do some filing up in here around the ejection port in order to get that to slide easily. And I didn't have the original stock. The original stock is like a SCAR stock. It's basically just like a SCAR stock. I didn't have it, and besides I don't like it anyway, so I modified this little piece of metal that was inside there. I got to stick out a little bit, did some modifications, and I had this old crappy little $68 airsoft rifle stock laying around, and I liked the way it mounted, because it damn near fit around this thing perfectly. I just did some grinding, as you can see. Drilled a hole in the back for the latch, and just like that it locks in place, and we got adjustable. And it looks pretty good too. So anyway, that's what we're running. Trying to run anyway. So let me tear the thing apart, and we'll get at it. Let me get you guys in frame here. Oh crap, I forgot about my light. There we go. Damn. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had to pause the video so I can adjust the camera and get you guys in focus. I suck at video taking. I'm not a videographer. I suck at it. Okay, so please bear with me about my video. I know it's gonna suck. If you watch my channel, my page, my last two sucked bad. I kept dropping the camera. I don't do this a lot. But if you have watched my other videos, you'll know that I get it to work and I'll get it done. I don't care if it's OEM, I don't care if it's preferred, I don't care if it may damage something. If I think I can get it to work, I'm gonna give it a shot. And most times I get it to work. So I won't damage nothing, so I will sometimes, but I'm not gonna screw up my good shit if I don't think I can get it to work. But it does happen every once in a while, unfortunately. Like I said, the one that comes for this, they make an actual ACP, APS. They make a conversion kit specifically for this. I don't have it. It's a little different than this, but you don't have to do any filing or anything because it's made for it. But that's not what we got. So anyway, okay. So here's what we got. your action combat gas blowback pistol. You can't find. They don't sell them anymore. They do sell parts, by the way, on their website. You can find parts for them. I think they're discontinuing the whole weapon itself, though, or airsoft weapon, I should say. I hate saying weapon. It's not a weapon. It's a toy. So as we all know, CO2 is stored at a higher pressure than green gas, which is why you can't get an airsoft gun that is made to shoot CO2 will not work with green gas because it's more robust inside. The green gas isn't strong enough to cycle it all the way through. You can get it to fire a few times, it'll fire a few times, but then as soon as you lose a little bit of pressure in your magazine, it expels all the gas and you end up wasting, gas, a lot of gas, actually, So, but from what I have found out, I'm trying to do this, the only thing that makes a CO2 pistol, I believe, is the spring inside the nozzle. Because after buying parts, like I say, they sell parts on the APS website, some nozzles and stuff. After looking at the two springs, so what I have here is I have the original that comes out of it. And now APS does make a dual gas version of this. It's not the ACP though, it's the XTP or something like that. It's not this exact airsoft weapon, okay? It's not exact. But it must be damn near pretty much the same. I think the only thing that's different is the sliders and the looks because the parts fit. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to switch out the original nozzle for their dual gas, which is CO2 and green gas compatible. And from what I can see, the only difference is the robustness of the spring in here. The CO2 one is way thicker than the dual gas. So, and now most nozzles aren't clear, so I haven't really. What we have here is the Wii Galaxy, that is green gas. I haven't looked inside of theirs to see how thick those springs are because, like I said, they're not clear and I haven't taken it apart. But I do believe, and this is just my theory. Again, like I say, take what I say with a grain of salt. I haven't tried this yet. This I have not tried, so I don't know. But I believe that if you can't find a green gas compatible nozzle for your CO2 gas blowback pistol, I believe wholeheartedly that you could just take apart your nozzle because they're only held together with, this one's 2 screws, most of them I think are 1 screw maybe. I wholeheartedly believe you could just take it apart and place the spring inside with a less robust spring. As long as it's the same length, as long as it's not so stiff, I believe it will work. But we're not trying that today. Today we're just going to run with parts already made, OEM parts. Okay, so let me tear this thing down. Now I have tried this already and it did work. I put it all back together stock so I could run it through the process and show you how to do it. Which is so simple, dude. I mean, anybody who's torn this thing apart probably already knows what I'm going to do. Already knows, where it's going, where we're going with this. Okay, so, oh damn, where's my screwdriver? Oh, there it is. Okay, so on your APS ACP, you have 1 screw right back here behind your gas, your blowback housing that holds it all down. It's connected to your rear sight, so hold the rear side with your finger. Just unloosen the screw. In case you guys are wondering what's in the background here, that's my baby. We're not talking about that today. Alright, so you take out that screw, and it just lifts right out. Okay. Careful, your spring can go flying. I have mine glued in place, so I'm not really worried about it. Just bring it up. Anybody who knows how to take apart a Glock knows this just slips right out. Okay, so there's your original, which is right here. Here's what the packaging looks like. They look the same on each one. Okay, this one's green. The one that comes out of it is green. And I said this is just for the action combat pistol. Okay, the one that we're going to put in the dual gas is the yellow one. And as you can see, maybe you might be able to see on camera. I don't know. We'll see. What I was talking about as far as the springs go is, let's see, I can't get too close or else it won't focus. But see that black spring in there? How big it is? How thick it is? Look at the difference. This one's a silver one, and it's nowhere near as thick. I mean, nowhere near as thick. So, My opinion is, my belief is that I bet if I took that out and tried compressing with my fingers, this one will be easier to compress than this one. So that's what we're rocking. So without having to tear anything else apart, we're simply just going to replace this whole nozzle. Same way it came out. Tilt it, slip it in, push it back, put your spring in. It's that easy. It's literally drop in. Plug and play. That's what we like, right? No grinding, no tearing shit up. For once. Believe me, I've torn my share of shit apart. So like I say, if anybody's watched my other couple of videos I got on there, I do my share fair grinding. I will do my share fair grinding. I'm so glad we don't have to this time though. I hate doing it. You never know. You're always scared you're gonna screw it up. Things like this, even the slightest little screw up, you know, it's gone. It's dust. Buy a new one. Just put your unit back together. And I hope this doesn't make a liar out of me, because I did it once. It worked. I did a video earlier. I'm doing a new one because the lighting was fucked. But it also, you know, it's freezing out here, and my magazines were cold. Everything was cold, so it wasn't working. Oh, shoot. Also, another reason why it didn't work, I don't think. I highly recommend you either take, here's my CO2 magazine. I busted it again. It's another reason why I'm doing this. But I highly recommend you take this, your gasket, your magazine rubber, out of your existing magazine and put it into the magazine. Now, see, like, these are good. What I did, I even went a step further, and I'll take the whole top off and exchange the tops, because this is your weak Galaxy, and it's just your basic Glock magazine too. So you're obviously going to use another Glock magazine. So just take your whole top off and replace it with the CO2 one, because it's made to fit. See, like the one I want to put in it is flat. I mean, the magazine I'm going with, the Galaxy, its rubber is flat. The one that comes out of it is concaved inward a little bit, because it's made to fit this nozzle to wrap around a little bit. Why this one isn't, I don't know. It's a lot flatter, I guess. So it comes with a flat one. So what I recommend is just taking your whole, if it'll fit, which these two do, just punch that little pin out, take the top off, and swap it. If it doesn't fit, if it's too tight or whatever, because this one is a little tighter than the Glock one, but it does go in, you should just take the rubber out and swap that. Now, what I'm going to go a step further, and I bought 9-ball rubbers. From what I hear, they're better. So we're going to swap it with that. But, yeah. So yeah, I almost forgot that part. I think that's a very, very important part to make this work. Is use the existing rubber and tip and magazine top. Because it's made to go with it, so why not use it, right? Shit. I wasn't planning on doing this, so I didn't bring out the right tools for this. You know, I'm going to have to get something. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry for the sniffing too, man. It's freezing out here. My nose won't stop running. It always does it in the cold. Alright, so yeah, just one little pin. This pops right off. And like I say, I just swap it. But if I didn't have this rubber already, I mean this new, from what I hear, better rubber, I'd just be swapping it. And like I said, this is so easy too. Just plug and play, drop in too. It pushes out the bottom. It's supposed to. There we go. And as you can see, they're made exactly the same way. Now as you can see, this one's a little thicker. It is a little wider. Hence this tip is a little wider as well. But it goes in. But I'm going to take the tip off of the CO2 one. I don't know why I just did that with this one, because I forgot that I had that one put back together. Oh yeah, we gotta take it off anyway. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing any magazine work, so I'm not exactly, wasn't prepared. I forgot that I had to do it, to tell you the truth. Okay, so this is your CO2 tip. Oh no, see, I do have this. Okay. Alright. I take that back. I've already swapped out the tips. Because this is so tight. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I've already swapped out the tips. Because see how tight it is? It is a little bit fatter. I'm not gonna lie. It is a little hard. But it does go in. Okay? But like I say, if yours doesn't, just at least, at the very least, do the rubber. My dog's barking. I'll be right back. Hang on. Oh. Alright, sorry about that, guys. The dog does whatever it wants. Okay, so we got that back in there. So where's my tip? There it is. So as I say, just pop that sucker right back in, same way it came out. It's that easy. We're just doing drop-ins today, but guys, no modifications needed. All right, just put the pin back in. This is, I recommend using a rubber mallet, but if you're doing this, I'm sure you're well versed with a hammer enough to do it with a hammer. Alright. And we're in there. Okay, so we got that done. Put that down. Put your blowback pistol back together. Alright. Get some gas and see if she works. I stuck my gas back inside so it wasn't so cold this time. So now I recommend purging the air out of your thing by holding down the valve and for a second or two and running it. Just, to me, that's just common sense. It purges the air out. I don't know. I don't see a lot of people doing it, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't think this has much in it. Alright, let's see what that does. Put a BD2 in it. Ah, you bastard. I hate doing that. I hate doing that. Come flying out of there one of these times. Alright, that should be enough. Now, drum magazine, I went with the drum magazine because I figured that would help without doing all this that I'm doing, because more gas, more pressure. And it did, actually, without having to do anything, it did work. But still, once that pressure got down to a certain point, I ended up dumping a bunch of gas in. Yeah, and I said, fuck that. That's why, because it hold that damn drum magazine, hold damn near a bottle. You know, dumping that half of it? No, hell no. Ah. Well, shit, that wasn't cool. Were we supposed to? Oh, you know what? It's probably cold. Yeah, it is cold. Let's see, there's a drum magazine. That didn't look good at all, did it? You ain't gonna make a liar out of me? think it is. Why did it do that? Did it the first time? You're right. Yeah? Oh, that rod price need to be broken. Yeah, oh, we are. Shit. See, we work with the drum. We worked with this like that too earlier. I don't know what's going on. I even tried taking the nozzle, this out of the back of the grill, thinking that was it. It didn't even try to work like that. That works. Why is this not? I think my gas might be expired too, though, to tell you the truth. See, we aren't getting ever getting any spray out of this thing. I don't think it's getting full, to tell you the truth. There we go. Now let's heat this thing back up. Because it definitely got cold now. Alright. Anybody knows anything about these things, a cold magazine does not work for shit. I think that's some of my issue right there. Again already. It's too cold out here, I think. Oh, it's like 40-something degrees out here. Honestly, I think it's just too cold right now, guys, but I don't know why it's doing that. Because in the house, because I was dry firing, or firing without BBs in the house, and it worked just fine in the house. Or a lot warmer. But I don't think it's cold enough out here to be doing that. It's really not that cold, I don't think. It shouldn't be doing that. Let me get back to you on this, guys. Okay, guys, I figured out the problem. It did not like the 9-ball. I put one in the drum magazine. The drum magazine is fine, but it did not like the 9-ball rubber. So what I did is I went back and I just put the existing Glock rubber back in. Not the existing Wii. I put the Glock one. You know, I still go in with the concave one, but I went with the existing Glock one. It did not like the 9-ball one. Did that. Push that out and voila. All day. I just did that because it was running out. I was just a bunch of test firing just now. But yeah. So just to recap. Go and see if you can get you a green gas compatible nozzle. If not, I would try. I'm not telling you to. If it was me, I would just try swapping out the spring in your existing nozzle. You know, you have to find one. You know, I don't know where. Tear something apart like I do. I got laying around from doing that. But yeah, I would try swapping out the spring in your nozzle. And definitely swap out tips in your magazine. At very least the rubber. And may not have to, you know, you can maybe just run it, you know, and you know, trial and error. This is all trial and error stuff. It did not work the first time I've done it. It still is giving me a little bit of troubles, but it does work. Okay? In case anybody's wondering what's back here, this is for now. We'll talk about this some other day. Different video. It's my baby. Any questions? Hit me up on the comments, and I don't care if you like or subscribe, to tell you the truth, because I'm not in it for that. But if you did, great. That'd be awesome. All right, man. Cool. See you out there. All right, guys and girls. Here we are. Today's the next day. A little update on the CO2 to green gas blowback conversion. I believe you need to change the recoil spring as well. You need a less weak, less strong, a weaker spring. Okay. So what I would do is I would take one out of a gas blowback, green gas Glock, should be the same, and use that. I didn't have one, so I'm using like 3 springs. So it's a little looser than what you want, what you would want. But for all intents and purposes, for test purposes here, I think it's just, I think it will prove the point that it needs a weaker spring. Okay. As you can see, green gas magazine, full mag, same one as I swapped out the tip for this existing tip, because this one's this rubber is concaved, which I went through yesterday. So if you're watching the video, you already know this. So let's give it a shot. I haven't tested it yet, so let's see. Oh, that's a good sign. We might be in business here. It's cold again, so. No, we only got about half a mag there. Did I not have a full of gas? Where's the gas? Was my exposure fucked up? Let me see. Let me bring that exposure. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna change the exposure on this. And we're back. That should look a little bit better. I think it was a little bright before. Alright, let's give it another shot. It's still working. Just wondering if it's cold. I know what it is. I think my spring isn't exactly strong enough now. Because as you can hear, it's weak. So you know what I want to do though? Just for shits and giggles, we're going to switch out. So I do have another theory that maybe this magazine isn't liking this tip because it's not made for it. I think maybe we might be losing a little bit of pressure through there because it's not exactly as tight as the other one. So I have a theory that we're losing a little pressure through there when we fire. See how I have to force this one in? Because this is the one that goes with this magazine. That one slips right in. So I'm thinking we might be losing some pressure there. So let's see. As you can see, this is a trial and error. You know, this isn't exact science. Like I said in the beginning, I pretty much will just go through the motions until I find something that works. Okay, let's reload this thing. As you can see, okay, I put the wee tip and rubber back in, and we'll see if that works. The magazine's cold as shit now, though. I'm gonna have to heat it up. Because we all know we're not gonna get a fair test with a cold mag, so I'm not cheating by doing this. Let's see. Quick light up real quick. There we go. So the metal's not so damn cold. The gas is probably still a little cold, but at least the metal's not so cold. Damn, the gun is freezing. We're definitely suffering some temperature issues with trying this, because everything gets so much colder doing this. Because the green gas doesn't get this cold when you're firing. You know, it gets a little bit, but not like this. This is definitely expelling a little bit too much gas, I think. Because it is getting freezing cold, man, the metal. It is just freezing it. Alright. Did I fill it? Yeah, I filled it. Or did I not? Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Shit. Gary. This didn't take very much gas at all, did it? Huh. Maybe I shouldn't be purging it like that. That didn't seem to take very much gas at all. Whoa. Hang on now. So only about half a mag. Like I said, I don't think it took all the gas it's supposed to, and it's not as cold, nowhere near as cold this time. Nowhere near. I think that's what it was. Maybe I was wrong, and I still don't know about the rubber, but definitely the tip. One of the original tip. This magazine does anyway. Now, like I said, I put the 9-ball. See, now this is taking a hell of a lot more gas this time. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be purging my mags. Now I put the 9-ball concave mag in the rubber in the drum mag, and it works awesome. The drum mag works awesome. So what I have another theory. I'm not giving up on this. I know it will work. The theory is sound. It's just we just gotta find the fucking right combination of parts. I have another theory is black gas. Okay, it's a little higher. Black gas, I believe, will give the exact right. Because we're almost there. I mean, we're like right there. So I believe it's either some red gas or some black gas, and I think we tuned in. Yeah, so, and I went a little fast right there. We all know that green gas suffers badly from cycle rates, so I went way fast right there. So anyway, guys, you know, I believe it will work. I stand by this. As I haven't shown you a perfect test yet, but I will eventually, and I believe it will work. Take it with, you know, as you will. You know, do it at your own risk, and have fun. All right.